Hey everybody, I am Becky from Babes in Hairland, and if you have been around our site long enough, you know we love Curlformers. Curlformers are a fabulous way to curl your hair or your daughter's hair because they are these fabulous spiral curlers that stay curled up like this. There's no wrapping involved like most curls do, like foam rollers. They are a different type of curler because you have to have this long hook to put them in their hair, and you pinch open the end of it and then you shove your hook through it. And I'll show you on my daughter's hair here in a second what you do with this, but you hook the hair through here and then you pull the curl former off the hook and onto the hair like this, and it automatically curls back up. Curlformers come in lots of different lengths and widths. These are just long, wide ones, and the two different colors means that they curl in different directions. One is clockwise and one is the other counterclockwise. They also have extra long, wide ones, as well as extra wide, long. These extra long ones can go into hair, I think, up to about 22 inches. These ones are good for about 16 to 18 inch hair. I use both of these in my hair. I use these in my daughter's hair. They also have extra narrow ones. They also have extra short, chunky ones like this. But we love Curlformers. So let us show you our styles and how to put them in. Alright, her hair is all fresh and clean from her bath. And what I like to do is I section out the hair starting in the bottom. I like to do this sort of orderly. It doesn't have to be exactly straight parted, but it does need to be damp or wet from a bath or a shower, because it will not pull, the hair will not pull through the curlers, and it will hurt really bad if you try to do that without it being wet. Also, another thing that I suggest is putting some sort of product in the hair. I just use mousse, and I've used every brand that you can think of, and it still works well, but I do it in every section that I part out, and I think that is a reason that our curls stay so well. So I start off here on the left of her head, and then I will comb through the section, and you can hook it in just like this, but I like to twist it around my finger a little bit because it will hook on easier. Then you slide the hook clear up to the head. I'll turn you a little bit here. And if you don't have to have it right up to the head, but I do because it makes it look nicer and more natural. And then you're just going to pinch, my hands are slippery, you're just going to pinch it and then pull the hair right through the curl, and the curl then just spirals right up. And that's why you get the perfect curls every time, because they're not being wrapped. So then I will go and take another section, and she will add a new one on for me, an orange one. And again, because they do clockwise and counterclockwise, I like to alternate them. I've seen people do one side of their head in one color and one side in the other. Even when I've done on my head, I have mixed the different colors with different thicknesses because they have several to choose from. Okay, turn your head down. But it's really not that hard once you get the hang of it, and it's really fun too, I think, because they get to help with the process, and so there is that interaction there. If you cannot pull it through, if you get stuck when you're trying to pull the hair back through the curler, you probably have too much hair, and so I suggest making your section smaller. So I will go through and around her head, and I usually divide her hair into about 4 different sections as I work my way up. And I have used 2 starter packs, which is about 16 curlers on her hair for a long time, and we get fabulous curls with that. If you have more hair, you obviously are going to need more curlers. Then I start over here on this side, and I forgot to put mousse in, so we'll go ahead and do that. Turn back around, Buck. There you go. Just comb that mousse through the hair. And then she's got her next curler ready for me here, so we'll start back over on this side. And I try when I'm going to get the curls on top of each other, I don't want necessarily an orange or a pink on top of a pink, so as much as possible I will change that up a little bit. So on this one, I'm going to skip that first section since she's already threaded on an orange for me. I'm going to pull that through like this, and then I'll go back to the pink one on the side. Anyway, so you just go around the head or randomly piece them in there if you want curls in random sections and not your whole head, but it's pretty slick. So I'm going to finish up her head around the base of it, and when I get to the top I will show you what I like to do. And alright, so as you can see, I have gone around her whole head alternating the pink and orange curlers, and now all I have left is the top of her head. And something I like to do is sometimes I'll think through what I'm going to be doing with her hair the next day with the curls. And so if you're wanting to part it a certain way, this time I will do a zigzag part. I will do that as I'm putting the curlers in, because that way you're not having to mess the curls up to part the hair or style whatever you're doing up on the top. So I'm going to do a zigzag this time, and her hair has dried a little bit, so I'm going to spray it with my water bottle just a little bit, and then of course I'm going to put more mousse in because I do that in each layer, because that helps hold the curl. And then I have two different lengths of these orange and pink Curlformers. I have the long ones, and then I have the extra long ones, so you can see the difference in length there, and they also come in the orange. And I'm going to put those on top of her head since the under layers are a little bit shorter. But I will divide this into two. I've divided these into smaller sections this time just to show you. But again, you're just going to alternate whatever colors or thicknesses of the curlers, because it depends on the hair you're working with. Okay, so Bug, would you get me an orange one, please? Of the extra long ones. This one. Okay. So you're just going to do the same thing up here. And as you can see, these ones are really long on the hook. I think they're good for hair up to 22 inches long. And then I will just hook it on there and pull. I pinch the opening of the Curlformer and then thread it on, and then if it doesn't curl up on its own, just help it along a little bit and you're good. Okay, put that pink one on, hun. There we go. Twist it and hook it on there and pull it down. The smaller the section, the easier it goes on. Alright, so now we are on the top of her head, and I've just got these two sections left by the zigzag up here. And you're going to twist it and pull your hair back. Something that is a good idea to do if you want it to look more natural, you will pull the hair straight up. My hands keep slipping off this one today. Pull it straight up and get it down as close to the scalp as you can. And that way it will not look like you've got this big gap at the root. So we've been having a little issue here. Okay, go ahead and put that one on, Bug, and we will finish off this side. It's really nice if they don't curl up right away for you. You just kind of help it curl up when you're done. And again, I want to get it as close to the root as I can. And see, that one doesn't curl up for me, so I'll just help it along. And there you go. Alright, so let's have you turn around this way so we can finish the other two on this side. And I'm just going to thread these on real quick. Alright, so here we are on the last two sections. And I'm going to put an orange one in back here because I've got a couple pinks back here by it. And then I've got one more pink that I will put in. And I'm sorry we've had to splice this through a few times because Bug likes to be extra silly and it's making the video go long. And okay, so our last pink one for the front, and then we will show you all the curls in the morning. Whoop. And that's it. So I think we've got about 20 in there.
Bye, my friends.
Okay, so see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.